This episode is brought to you by Buy My Stuff on eBay. Yes, you too can buy my stuff from eBay. Simply search for the seller, Tin Dog Podcast, and you can own some rare and collectible items. From the same people who brought you Buy My Books on Amazon. Check the show notes for a direct link.
Scanning for audio.
Morning, welcome to a Tin Dog Podcast. This time I'm talking about Unit Brave New World Fractures, which has the Brave New World, epithet? Did I use that word recently? I do like it. Of Brave New World. Basically, that's the catch-all for the Winifred Bambera stories. Yeah? We've done this before. This is box set number 3. I don't know why, but I was convinced it was 2 or 4. But it's definitely number 3. Starring Angela Bruce and Alex Jordan. Now, these ones have been written by Robert Valentine, Alfie Shaw and Mark Wright. 3 very strong Big Finish writers. It's the dawn of the new millennium. Did I mention that? These are set at basically the same time that The X-Files was on TV. They have an X-Files-y Bugs feel to them. Late 90s, early 2000s. Some of the stories are small, some of them are big, very akin to, The X-Files as it was on TV. And as I've said this before, my dissertation was on the location of fandom enjoyment in The X-Files. Yeah, and it was very up itself. But that was who I was at university. I really needed to have got out more. So, I was kind of a specialty in that. And you know what? There was only 3 seasons out when I did this. What did we end up with? 8, 9, 11 in the end? If you don't count Millennium. Oh, yeah, right. Let's get on with reviewing this, shall we? It's the dawn of the new millennium, and Winifred Bambera and her loyal team of Sergeant Jean-Paul Savarin and Dr Louise Rix are about to face gigantic new threats. As the danger level increases, our heroes will rise to meet them, or will they crack under the pressure? So, 3.1 is Kaiju, 3.2 is Debrief, and 3.3 is Shatterpoint. Okay, so these reviews are quite small, not reviews. These descriptions are quite short. Following an accident at High Skelton Research Centre, unit is called in. The dimension-crossing experiments of Dr Hazel Wayward have created a catastrophic chain reaction within the lab. But even as Bambera, Savarin and Rix get the meltdown under control, the energy levels rise. Something is coming through. You'll hear the word liminal in this box set quite a lot. Basically, it means a gap between the 2 dimensions or multiple parallel universes. We've played these games before. We know where we're at. So have Unit, and that's fine. Now, the good thing about having multiple dimension-y type people and coming through is that you don't have to pay the actors more than once. Yeah, from a practical point of view, you've doubled your cast without doubling your cast. Does that make sense? So having a whole inferno type thing going on where you've got people coming through from another dimension who don't have beards or eye patches, but definitely come from a world that needs a bit of help, then you've got the basic background for these stories. That's a very massive oversimplification. 3.1 is Kaiju. Now, Kaiju, for me, would be a great name for a cat. But it also is the Japanese word for massive monster, like Godzilla, right? And we're going to end up with something akin to that in this story. We're also going to have it set in Yorkshire, Middlesbrough, Whitby, that kind of area. Yeah, now obviously getting from Middlesbrough to Whitby, That's a hell of a distance. You wouldn't want to be walking it. But you know what? This is Doctor Who world. Things that are apparently close in your own head must be really apparently close in real life. And there's a lot of land for something very big to travel and traverse. So that makes sense. But skipping ahead. You've got the multi-dimensional battling going on. You've got the things that are coming from somewhere in between dimensions. It's nice. It's just nice. And the giant monsters, we like them. We really do. And it's nice that, you know what? In this, the way it's described, the way the characters react, and the way that your head is wired, and let's face it is wired for the 90s, you're seeing the effects of the standard that you got in the 90s. You're getting that big pool of goo that you saw in Star Trek The Next Generation that killed Tasha Yar. Sorry, spoilers. But you're also getting, the state-of-the-art computerized effects that you used to get in the X-Files, that kind of thing, in your head to go with these images. It works really well. I loved this story. It was a load of fun. Massive monsters in the northeast of England anyway, which of course, as you know, is where I'm from. Number 2, Debrief by Alfie Shaw. This one is incredibly strong, right? It keeps you guessing. It's got a cast of 3, and you know what? It's just great. You get to hear stories from different points of view. You get to hear them try and work out what the truth is. As an audience member, you're constantly trying to guess where it's going next and what's going on, and also the bigger story beyond all this. And you know what? It doesn't falter. And of course, the big thing in this story is Zbrigniev's back. Yeah, I know that the guy who did the voice for, and he was in the original story, he hasn't been in any of the other box sets. We've been kind of waiting for him to come back. And of course, he voices Frobisher, the whiffle drill shape-changing penguin for Big Finish, who really needs to be out more. You just know that this character is so going to appear in the animated kids series. A shape-changing penguin, what's not to love? Yeah, he's got to appear in it. Sorry, I've been thinking about the animated TV series for Doctor Who for a bit too long. So, this one's really strong. I don't want to give away any more spoilers or anything like that. I just want to see it's very strong. But to be fair, all 3 of these stories are very, very good. And then you've got Shatterpoint by Mark Wright with 1 line of description. Bambera and Savarin are under arrest for murder. Right? That's it. It's all you get. No more spoilers, nothing else beyond that. Now, this story also involves something that isn't the Large Hadron Collider. It's actually a Hubble Collider, which threw me. But there's a lot of other stuff going on that all makes complete sense when you listen to this. But it is the most spoilerific thing. So that 1 line description is all you're going to get, because it was very, very good. So if you like Unit and you miss the Unit that we were getting of late, because that's all gone quiet on that front, and I've not seen a single bit of Osgood as far as I can see, you can go with this. Embrace it. Relive the 90s that never were. A TV series that you never actually caught when it was on because it didn't exist. This is the Unit for you. And if you liked that whole Arthurian legend crossover like I did so much in Battlefield, then yeah, do this. Because let's face it, we so wanted the whole multiple Doctors, 1 box set being Merlin and doing a background alternative universe Battlefield set would have been, that's my dream release from Big Finish. Battlefield Merlin, right? It would have been great. You could have had the Paul McGann in an alternative monster thing. It would have been so good, a retelling of the originals. And you know what? If she was still around, you could have had Morgan. Let's not go down that road, because that's a road we'll never get to see. But what I can say is this is cracking. This is brilliant. And I love it. More, please. And I know it's only download only, and some people are kicking off that they can't have CDs, but get over it. This is like people complaining that you can't get tapes anymore. You can still listen to it. And I'd like to point my beloved listeners in the direction of the love letter to Big Finish that's available. It's been on Twitter. Just have a read. Anyway, until next time, here's the trailer. Decide for yourself. And until next time, be seeing you.
From Big Finish Productions.
You just don't have the right to be surprised.
Surprised about what?
Nothing, Mum.
Glad to hear it. Because if it's surprises you're after, I've got a doozy.
Unit Brave New World. Fractures.
You must go easy on her. She is in love.
While it lasts. Once it's over, she'll be morose and combative and even harder to work with.
Who says it won't last?
I do.
Perhaps it will last for her.
Tread carefully, Sergeant. Anybody have any theories or suggestions? Rick, say something!
It's a giant monster, Ma'am.
I noticed!
I may need a minute to process things. Sorry, Ma'am. I think I'm in shock.
I'm going in.
You know how in old cartoons the funny animals, they can make the holes in the thin air?
Yeah?
This thing can too.
For the benefit of the record, I am Brigadier Winifred Bambera, Chief Commander, Unit UK, here to oversee the debrief of Operation Neighbour at the request of Unit HQ Geneva. In attendance is
Lieutenant Tomasz Zbrigniev, Commanding Officer, Operation Neighbour.
Specialist Jane Rowe, Field Operative for the Outhouse.
Contact! 7 o'clock!
Some wars are fiercer than others. I heard about Madrid.
We saved the world. That's all that matters.
Still, my condolences.
Big Finish. For the love of stories.
That was the Tin Dog Podcast. All topics discussed are the intellectual property of the copyright owners. No infringement is intended. Why not follow the show on Blue Sky at tindogpodcast.bsky.social. If you've enjoyed this podcast on YouTube, please click like and subscribe. To contact the show, email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.